Welcome back, everyone. Today it's a special kind of video. We're gonna discuss how to create how to make coins in the fastest possible way in the arena. Not just coins but wild cards, packs and everything. And I want to preface this by saying this is the fastest way to do it. This is not maybe the most enjoyable way. It's maybe not the way that you want to do it, so you should do it the way you want. If you do want to know constructed events, or if you want to do limited or pauper or whatever you're into, do that. Play to have fun. But if you're interested in how do I do it the fastest way, then I think I found the fastest way to do it, and I'm eager to share. So let's talk about the progression system. First we have these. These are packs that you can win every week. There are 3 packs up for grabs, and you'll get one every 5th win. So that's decent, but it's a lot of time investment here. But I'll be back talking about these in just a second. Moving on. This is a daily quest. You get this exact quest every day. First you get 250 for your first win. Next win you're gonna get a card. Then you're gonna get 100 a card, 150 I think card. So it's a gold card, gold card, gold card, gold card, gold card essentially. And the cards are gonna be initially going up in rarity, so they're gonna be something like, you have to check the exact table on it. I haven't memorized it unfortunately, but it's something like common, uncommon, rare or mythic or something, and then uncommon. I don't know the exact, but it's there's like one good slot there, which is like the rare mythic slot. But in my opinion, it's too unreliable. If you're building up a collection, gambling on that one rare mythic to be something that you need, too unreliable. There's faster ways to do this. Let's look at these questions right here, because these are the meat and potatoes of what we're doing here. These quests that you get here, they come in 2 varieties. They're either 500 quests or they're 750 quests. So the initial question, of course, is, should I reroll towards my 750? Is that important? No, it's not important at all. What's important here is to have these aligned. And what I mean by aligned is that you can complete these, you can get progress against all these 3 in one game. So for instance, here I have white or red spells. Yeah, I can do that in the same game as I play lands, most likely. And yeah, sure, I can kill opponents' creatures in the same game. Though, there is one caveat here. This quest is super slow sometimes, so I would reroll it all the time. Don't keep this quest. If you're interested in doing it this way, this exact way that I'm proposing here, then reroll this quest. The reason for this is that you don't know how long this quest is going to take to complete. Your opponent might not even play creatures. I've had several matches where I played against control decks, which only play like, Niv Mizzet maybe as the only real creature in that deck. So you don't know how long it's going to take, and it's frustrating to play if you don't know, how long it's going to take to complete something like this. So no, skip that. The ideal quest is having colors that align over all 3 quests. And by that I mean, for instance, let's say this is white or red. This is blue or white, and this is black or white, for instance. If I had an arrangement like that, I would just go into decks if I haven't already done it, because I've probably already done it. I'll go to white, just click every white. I'm not going to click on every white card, but you get the point. Click on every first, 1 mana card, then 2, then 3, then probably just going to get 1 and 2 mana drops, actually. Then go down to something like 20 basics, 18 basics, save the deck as something like White's quest deck, for instance. Then I'm just gonna save that deck for now. I'm just gonna go back, and then you're gonna go to play. And I mean, if you're a complete mad lad, you can go into ranked, but otherwise, just keep it play. And then you're gonna play out your hand to get progress on these, and when you have no cards to play, when you're just top decking, you're gonna concede. The only exception to this is if you are probably winning, like if you're playing mono white or mono red, and actually a deck containing only 1 drops and 2 drops is quite good, quite potent, and it's gonna win you maybe 50% even of your games. Yeah, that's the state of Magic right now. So when you're close to winning, then go for these quests, go for your weekly wins here and your win bonus here if you have the option. But if it's like, I don't know, maybe my opponent, he has quite a comeback, I have no board, or he cleared or something, then just concede, go to the next match. It's not worth it. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, that's so scumbag, you're just conceding. But in all honesty, your opponent's gonna be questing, it's just the same as you, and he's gonna be super stoked to get that 250 gold free win, so it's not a big deal. Nobody cares. I don't care, at least, if someone concedes to me. That's fine. You can concede all you want if you're up against me. I don't mind. So yeah, do that. And my personal way of doing it is playing this split screen. I have MTG Arena, and one half you can go windowed mode with this. I have this in one half, and the other half I have YouTube, or I have a Twitch streamer or something which I watch. And then I just glance like this, and then I see when my opponent press priority, because in 99% of games, give or take, your opponent is gonna, be slower than you, so you're gonna wait for his priority. So it's not really fun waiting for priority if you're not invested in the game, and you're not gonna be invested in the game if you play something like that. So just watch something that you enjoy, and then from time to time, grab your 1-drops, just put them out, all attack, pass turn. Just rinse, repeat. And then when you've done that, and when you've cleared all these quests on one of your accounts, you just go to your next account. That's the point of this video, I guess. Having multiple accounts. So is that illegal? Will you get banned? Will the Wizards of the Coast ban you for having multiple accounts? And from what I've gathered, no, they won't. And the reason for that is they haven't stated in any official way that it's against their policy or anything to have multiple accounts. And it's a closed economy, so there is nothing you can gain from this, except, you get access to the cards that you want and you can play them. But except for that, there's no monetary value, there's nothing, you're just doing this for yourself. So also, another reason why I think this will never be given, you will never be given a ban for this, I don't think, is that a lot of famous quote unquote streamers, YouTubers, people like that have multiple accounts, and they play them openly, and Wizards haven't said anything about it so far. So I don't think they mind. Like, maybe if at some point they start to their income starts decreasing or something, there's gonna be one guy at HQ saying, oh, look, we're not producing according to last month's figures or something, we need to do something, all these free-to-play accounts, they're ruining us. Unlikely to happen. But that's the only way I see Wizards caring about this. Like, if they lose money, as long as they don't lose money from this, like, why would they care? Like, more people get invested in the game, they like the game, and they're more likely to buy into the game. So and for my personal, for myself, I feel like the reason I'm doing this is because I like the challenge, and also I feel like I've spent enough real money on paper Magic for a lifetime. I used to play a lot of paper Magic back in the day, so that's my reason. Anyway, moving on. When you about multiple accounts, what you're gonna want to do is have some way to store your emails for those accounts and your passwords. You can do it any way you like. If you have Dropbox, text document, that's just how I like to do it. You probably have your own way of doing things. And you're gonna, of course, have one email per account. That's how it works. You need one email per account that you're gonna create. So if you have multiple accounts, you're gonna create a lot of either Outlook or Gmail is what I suggest. You can do any mail, of course, if you have access to something else. But those accounts stay around for 1 year without you logging in, so that's pretty sweet. Don't forget also, when you've registered for a new account, you can just log out here on the cogwheel and log in. And when you've registered for a new account, you're gonna get a verify email mail sent to that inbox, so you're gonna have to log in at least once to check that mail and click verify email. I don't know what happens if you don't verify. I don't know if Wizards of the Coast is gonna delete your account or something drastic like that. I have no idea, but I don't want to risk it, so verify that email. That's, I guess, the lesson here. So then you're gonna get into the tutorial, and if you're a new player watching this channel, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and you might enjoy the tutorial, but if you're a seasoned veteran, that's not gonna be too fun for you, especially when you played through it once or twice. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the cogwheel here. It's gonna be about, you can't see it because I'm blocking it unfortunately, but you know, down here there's gonna be a skip tutorial button, and when you've done that, there's gonna be 2 quests right here which you need to complete to get access to the quest progression. So I suggest you do them right away, so that you unlock this. And before logging out, also go to the store and type play Ravnica, enter, then play Allegiance, enter, and that gives you 6 packs. That's pretty good value. And I don't know about the future, what's gonna happen about this, but I'm thinking that the play and then the name of the set is gonna be how they do it. Every time they release a new set, you're gonna get 3 packs for free. So yeah, make sure to use that, and when you've completed this and when you don't have any quests here, just log out to that account and come back 1 or 2 days later, and then just keep aligning these quests. If you want to, you can of course play, even if this is like blue-black and this is white-red, you can first complete these and then complete this or something. That's up to you. I just like to align all 3 and then do them in one batch. That's just the most time-efficient way of doing it. And how many accounts should I have? And how long does this take? Depends on the deck that you're building into. I suggest having between at least 5 accounts, I think. At least 1 for each, double cobbler combination, or maybe 7 accounts, maybe 10. It's up to you. You can create how many or how few you want. However many you have time for, basically, in a day. If you have like an hour a day, then maybe 5 accounts is good enough. I don't know. It's up to you. And if you're building something simple on that account, like like monoblow tempo or something, you're gonna get that very fast, especially with the play Ravnica and play Allegiance codes. You're gonna get probably 3 or 4 rares. Yeah, you're gonna 3 to 4 rares with that. And there's not too many rares in that deck. I think there's only the Tempest Djinn, which is a rare in that deck, so you're gonna complete that within a week easily. But if you have something more difficult to complete, like, I don't know, Jeskai control deck, that's probably gonna take you a month or so. But if you have multiple accounts and if you're playing on multiple accounts and logging in and logging out, you're gonna get it within a month or so. But that's why I suggest sticking to maybe 1 or 2 colors on each account, so that you can actually build up a collection on that account. I would even suggest naming them something like blue-green account or something, and only get all the blue-green lands initially, of course, and then start building up for creatures and stuff. And that makes it easier in the future as well, when you want to create another blue-green deck. Oh, okay, I already have this account with all the lands that I need. You can just start progressing towards other creatures and other spells or something. Build something else, and there's probably some overlap. There's usually, if you're playing within this same 2 colors, there's usually overlap. So yeah, that saves you a lot of time. Is there something else? No, I think that's about it. About events, I touched on it about a little bit earlier. And for me, events doesn't really do it. From a time perspective, it's not the most efficient way of doing it. Sure, the rewards are higher. You get more per win and everything. The problem for me is that there's 2 problems basically with the event system for me. One is that people are very serious there, and they rope a lot, and I don't like playing against people who rope. Like, if you rope against me, by rope I mean there's like a progress that times you out, and that's not fun to watch if you're creating videos, and it's not fun to play against. So I just concede against that all the time, and I can't do that in events, unfortunately, because that's gives me a loss. And it gets me overly invested in the game, and I feel like, okay, now I have something to lose. If I lose, that's bad, and I don't like playing Magic that way. I like playing more for funsies, not caring too much if I lose or win. That's whatever. So that's why I don't really like events, both for the mood swings and also for the for the too serious factor. But if you're into that, I mean, play however you want. It's just a game, enjoy it. And yeah, that's about it. That's how you earn coins in the fastest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to, then consider subscribing. Thank you.